My name's Carol Carter, I'm Chief Executive at Origin and I'm a member of the PlaceShapers board. I absolutely love my job and there are so many aspects of what I do that I find fulfilling and rewarding. I've worked in housing for almost all of my working life, both in cities and in more rural areas, different sorts of organisations, and I couldn't be more pleased with the fact that I fell into housing in the first place. So it wasn't necessarily a deliberate choice, but it's been absolutely amazing. I think from the point of view of the variety that it offers, and most importantly for me, in my working life, the one thing I did know is that I wanted to do something that would really help wider society, and I think working in a housing association is a fantastic way to achieve that. As well as having fun as part of PlaceShapers, which is important, I think that PlaceShapers, through its wider networks, so for all of our members have significant networks, and the PlaceShapers name is well known, and as a result of the interactions that we have, talking about the work that we do in terms of building new homes, providing support and care, providing support to communities and sharing best practice. Those discussions that we're having more widely, I believe, have a significant positive impact on the policy environment and enable us to do a better job to support our residents and wider communities. I am driven by my values and I work for organisations which really reflect those values, and in doing that I hope to have a positive impact on people's lives, both within the organisation, the people that we serve. That's really what drives me, and I feel proud of the fact that I'm in an occupation, in an organisation that has the opportunity to make that impact. This is a very short video, so I don't really have enough time to talk about all the mistakes that I've made, but I hope that people can observe that I do learn from mistakes, and that I build that into what I do moving forward. So I'm not necessarily going to reveal any huge errors here, but I hope that I'm self-aware, and I hope I'm conscious of the fact that it's important to learn from those mistakes and try not to repeat them. I'm really excited about the opportunities offered by new technology, and we've got some work to do at Origin to get some of the basics in place, but I'm often reading about what can be offered in terms of robotics, artificial intelligence, so I think there's a great opportunity not to take away that human dimension, but actually to release the people in our organisation from day-to-day routine transactions to really focusing on providing quality services and building new homes in such a way that meet the needs of the future, and using technology really to sort of leverage the ability of our organisation to do more. I would make a bold commitment to tackling the housing crisis and setting clear, ambitious targets for building new affordable homes, for investing in existing homes, to provide people with a decent place to live that they can afford to live in. So that's the first thing, but then many housing ministers have set targets and it's not been delivered. So very, very closely on the back of that announcement would be some really practical changes about how to achieve that. And largely I would say that's about recognising that in order to provide low-cost housing it requires significant subsidy. So that has to be backed by significant investment, which means that I have to have a really strong relationship with both the Secretary of State but also with the Treasury to persuade them that investing in housing is as important as investing in education, in health, in transport, in terms of the quality of life of people living in our country. And I think if we could get that on the agenda and get that really taken seriously, then we would solve the housing crisis without a problem. Oh, okay. So this is quite a challenge because I've been vegetarian all my life, or most of my life. About 3 years ago, I decided to be vegan. So what's great about it now is that more and more people are on the vegan trend, so we're getting more and more products. But one of the areas where we could do with more is biscuits. But I think the one that springs to mind that I would definitely have on my list would be Tainted Love by Soft Cell, or possibly, actually, the Marilyn Manson version, which is even better. My ideal Saturday is probably very similar to most of my Saturdays, so I'm really quite lucky. So starts with a run, then a yoga class, then doing a clean of my flat, which I like to do because I like to keep it all orderly, and then it would be followed by maybe lunch out with family or friends. And then in the afternoon, maybe a little bit of shopping, not too much, and then theatre or cinema in the evening. And as I say, that's pretty much my normal Saturday.